All right, so what's going on in the housing market here in San Luis Obispo County? Well, we're going to be talking about that. I'm going to break down the numbers for you, let you know what we've seen in the last month as far as pending sales, closed sales, days on market, month supply, what we're seeing with inventory, price per square foot, new housing developments, all that good stuff. We're going to make this short and sweet. Let's go ahead and get into it. Before I do, my name is Joshua Ferris. I'm a real estate broker here. Been serving the area for about 10 years now, Central Coast native myself. So if you're moving to the area, I would be happy to help you find the perfect home and perfect neighborhood for you that fits your lifestyle. And if you're a seller looking to sell your house, here in the area, my team is ready to help you get the best possible price with the best marketing and make sure that the transaction and sale is as smooth as possible. So let's go ahead and get into it. This is your November 2023 San Luis Obispo County housing market update. All right, so let's go ahead and start with the new listings. Let's talk about the inventory. I know we've talked about that before on previous videos that I've made, and we continue to see relatively low inventory, relatively low new listings. And again, we've talked about this in the last few videos. A lot of it has to do with the lock-in effect. A lot of people have their mortgages 3.5%, and they're just not willing to sell their house and get into a mortgage at 7.5% to 8%. So until we see those interest rates lower, I think we're going to continue to see the inventory situation continue, especially here in San Luis Obispo, because this is such a desirable area, and we're seeing so many people moving from the Bay Area and LA, and they're moving here to either work remotely, they're moving here to retire, have a better lifestyle for themselves, and just enjoy the beautiful area and the climate that we have here on the Central Coast. So no surprise there and why we're seeing that demand, but let's just go ahead and talk about the numbers, the new listings we saw. So new listings in October, 222, September, 228, August, 312. Let's just pull up the bar chart here and compare to 2023, 222, 2022, 239, so not much of a difference, but we can really see a contrast when we compare to 2021, 350. So we're down quite a bit as far as new listings here on the Central Coast. Again, that is posing a problem for some buyers out there, but not to worry. There's still some great houses out there, some great properties. You just have to be a bit more proactive, and you have to find a real estate team like my team that can find you those off-market properties and get you into that house that you love. Let's go ahead and talk about the next one here. Let's talk about pending sales. So pending sales, October 165, September 191, August 221. Let's compare that to the last couple years, 165 in 2023, 185 in 2022, not much of a difference, but we can see we're almost 50% lower than we saw in 2021, which is 323. So we talked about new listings, we talked about pending sales. Let's go ahead and talk about closed sales. Closed sales, October 206, September 217, August 229. Let's talk about that. 2023 compared to the last couple years, 2023 206, 2022 210, not much of a difference, but a pretty big difference here in 2021, 332. So what has that done to sales price, price per square foot? What does that all mean? How does that actually translate into news that you can use? Well, let's go ahead and pull that up and see what we've seen in the sales price here in San Luis Obispo. Now, this is a broad, for the whole county. We're not just taking a look at your individual city. I'll take a look at those stats for your individual city here shortly. We'll talk about Atascadero, Paso Robles, San Luis Obispo, Los Osos, Arroyo Grande, Nipomo, Grover Beach, all of those cities here in the wonderful Central Coast. But this one, really broad kind of data that we're looking at here. But we have seen here sales price. So let's go ahead and pull up the chart here and look what's happening. 2023, 849,000 median sales price. 2022, 775. 2021, 759. So we see a consistent increase there with the sales price. And again, that's due to limited inventory. It's due to a lot of the baby boomers who are retiring and wanting to move to a beautiful area like the Central Coast. They're equity rich. They're selling their houses that they've owned for 10, 20, 30 years in the Bay Area or LA County, and they're moving to the beautiful Central Coast. And who can blame them? We've got great golf courses, great golf course communities in Trilogy, Cypress, great golf courses in Paso Robles. So if you're a golfer, great area to call home. We've got some great beach communities, Los Osos, Morro Bay, Cayucas, Pismo Beach, Shell Beach, all of those areas. And if you want to experience the wine country and you want to maybe retire or live with some land, we've got some great properties out there in Tascadero, Templeton, and Paso Robles and Edna Valley. So we're seeing a lot of people move here to the area, continue to see that high demand. And if that's you and you're moving to the area, give me a call. My team is here to help find the perfect home for you. I've lived here my whole life. I know the area really well, and I can point you in the right direction. We've got some microclimates here on the Central Coast, and you really want to be informed when you're making a home buying decision here in San Luis Obispo County. You want to make the right choice. So we're seeing the inventory stay low, demand stay high, and we're just going to have to wait and see. I think that we're going to see some more inventory once interest rates decrease a little bit, but we'll just have to wait and see what the Fed does, and if they can open up those interest rates a little bit. Most experts are saying really need to get about into the mid fives for people to feel comfortable to bridge that gap between 3.5. Let's say you're locked in 30-year mortgage. 3.5 to 5.5 is much more palatable versus 3.5 to 7.5 and 8. So let's talk about price per square foot. We talked about the sales price. Price per square foot might be a little bit more applicable to you. If you currently own a property, maybe you own a condo, 1,000 square feet, maybe you own your first house and you want to move to a larger house. Maybe you've got a large house, you're wanting to downsize. So let's talk price per square foot. Again, this is for the full county. And if you want some individual price, price per square foot for your house, and even some recommendations for how to increase that price per square foot if you're a seller, reach out. We're here to help and guide you through that. So let's take a look at price per square foot. Price per square foot in 2021, $464. 2022 edged up a little bit to $465, and we saw quite a bit of a jump here in 2023 to $526 median price per square foot for the county. And it's not surprising. We've seen lower inventory. We still see that strong demand, especially those cash buyers. So they're not as affected by the interest rates. And we've got so many baby boomers moving here to the area. And this area, I believe, is going to continue to see that price per square foot increase. We might have a little taper down if those interest rates decrease and we see that more inventory, but we're continuing to see that trend up, price per square foot here in San Luis Obispo County. Days on market's another one that we like to take a look at here. Days on market for the county, 9 in October, 12 in September, 12 in August. Month supply is another good one that we like to take a look at. We're at 2.7 right now. A normal month supply is 3.5 to 4.5. So we're still seeing that low inventory. We're seeing the low days on market. So it's still a relatively strong seller's market. Doesn't mean you can't win as a buyer. You just need to make sure that you put your best foot forward and make sure that you're pre-approved, you got your financing in order, and that you take some small steps to make your offer look better. It's not always about the price that you offer. Sometimes there are some other factors and terms that you need to be aware of, and having an experienced team, real estate team on your side can really make a difference. So it's not just about price, it's also about terms, but we're seeing the low days on market. So if you're a buyer out there, make sure you're seeing those houses when they hit the MLS or Zillow right away, because they're probably going to sell pretty quick. All right, so we talked about the inventory issue. So let's talk about new developments and what some of the solutions are. So here's some news that you can use, and it is in regards to some new developments that we're seeing here. So 98 new homes slated for Los Osos just got approved by the Board of Supervisors, 3-2 vote in approval. We also see the Dana Reserve development that got approved. Tompkins is the developer there, and we've got 1,400 homes that are being built. Paso Robles, we've got a few. We've got the Sunrise Villas, 69 units, the River Walk Terrace, 79 units, and we've got Venido project, which is going to be in Paso Robles, and it's 1,200 units. In addition, we've got San Luis Ranch and Avila Ranch. All of these new exciting developments are going to be bringing more housing inventory for us. So that's exciting news. It is what we need. This county needs some more housing and some more opportunities for people to become homeowners. So that's what we like to see, more development done in a sustainable way so people can still enjoy the natural beauty that the San Luis Obispo County has to offer. So excited about those developments coming our way. All right, so that wraps us up here for the 2023 October housing market update. I can tell you as a broker helping buyers, sellers, and investors that now is a great time to sell. If you are a seller, you just want to make sure that you have the right process and the right team in place to help you with that so you get the top dollar and make sure the process is smooth. One thing that is challenging for some of the sellers out there that we're helping is finding a replacement property. So make sure that you've got a great team. If you want to work with us, we'd love to help you. That you can find a property that you can move into, because finding a replacement property in this low inventory environment can be a little bit challenging, but there are strategies to do so. If you are a buyer, make sure that you've got your down payment saved. Make sure you've got that good credit. Make sure you're pre-approved, got a clear criteria and clear timeline, and you've got the right strategies in place to find and to beat out those other offers on the house. Now, it is a better time to buy, I would say, than it was about 6 months ago when the interest rates were really low. Why? Because you've got so many more offers 6 months ago than you have now. 6 months ago on a well-priced home, you might have 6, 7, 8 offers. Now you're going to be competing against 2 or 3. So make sure that you are well approved so that you can get that house and move in and not go through the hassle of always searching for the homes and not having your offer beat out the other offers, so you can actually move in and enjoy your new house. Now for investors, I'll talk about investors in a different video, but now's a great time to be an investor in multifamily residential income housing. We still continue to see strong rents. We continue to see demand for rental housing, workforce housing, especially here in San Luis Obispo, in close by, especially with some of the new businesses that are moving in. Paso Robles, also we've got some exciting developments there. And so if you're interested in becoming a investor, please reach out. We are happy to serve investors and get you to your investing goals. That's all I've got for today. Again, like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye now.